What if you had someone in your company whose full-time job was to find you amazing employees? It'd be pretty expensive, right? Luckily, we've solved that problem for you. Hi, my name's Jack. I'm here with Home Service Helpers, and I just wanted to showcase to you exactly what Home Service Helpers can do for your small home service business. I want to tell you a quick little story. Um, I created this system in this platform because I got tired of having a full schedule and having perfect week lines up and having my sales team killed in sales, and then all of a sudden one person starts to call out at 6:30 in the morning. How many times have you woken up and checked your phone and all of a sudden someone is developing this habit of calling out with emergencies at 6:30 in the morning? The problem is you're not hiring, you're fully staffed, so you feel comfortable and confident in your current situation. And this individual starts calling out, or they start producing bad work. And then you start to become a little more lenient in your policies, right? You think, oh, I need this person. I'm counting on this person, and it's better to have this person just so I can get some jobs done, rather than be down a man and not be able to do, you know, all the work that you have already lined up and scheduled. So you get put in a little bit of a predicament, and it's a pretty terrible feeling. I've definitely been there before. Um, and then all of a sudden, that person that you've given so much leniency towards, all of a sudden they quit one day, and all the signs, all the stars that you clearly could read have lined up, and now you're down a man. And now you have to start this whole process of hiring an employee. And that could take, 2, 3 weeks by the time you get the job ad up, people scheduled for interviews, interviews done, interviews not showing up. So what I did is I created this system that has allowed me to hire a full-time recruiter for a fraction of the cost. So what Home Service Helpers is we are a full cycle recruiting company, which means we take your hiring needs from job ad creation to screening to a successful interview, and we handle the entire thing. So, what this allows you to do is this allows you to hire 24/7 every day without having to do any of the work. And it's amazing. So, like I said, it starts off with an amazing job ad. I can't tell you how many times I've sat in a job interview and someone says that they have applied and they're interested in working for our company solely because our job ad makes it seem like we are an amazing place to work. And that's a good feeling. That's a great first impression. So we start off with a really kick-ass job ad. I can't tell you how many times I've seen pretty lame and boring job ads. And if you think of your job ad as your first impression to a new candidate, just like you would, a regular ad to a customer, you wouldn't put out some bland copy of a marketing piece to a customer. So why are we doing it to our employees? So we start off with crafting you a really, really top-notch job ad. Then what we're going to do is we're going to screen all those candidates. Most people that are looking for job boards and looking for jobs like ours on job boards are clicking apply all or apply. They're not really doing too much research. So what we need to do is we need to screen these employees. And so we don't make it easy as just hitting apply with Indeed or apply with your resume. We send them to a third-party page where they answer a bunch of screening questions that look like this. This is a database that you get when you sign up. This will host all of your applicants. And you can see here, they ask them a bunch of just basic questions like, are they authorized to work in the United States? Do they have a driver's license? Are they physically able to do the job? These are the questions that we're looking to see, are they at least meet the bare minimums to do this job? We asked them a bunch of other questions just like a normal application would, but really for this initial screening, we're just looking at kind of the bare minimum stuff. And you can see here on the left under this application status, some get approved, but a lot get denied as well. So what we're going to do now is for all those that have been screened for the basic qualifications, we're actually going to send them this tool called HireBus. This is not something we've created, but it's a tool we use to figure out if these candidates are going to be the right people in the right seat. So this follows the EOS and traction methodology of, is this person the best person for this particular spot on your team? And so it rates them off a bunch of different positions that could be available. But for a cleaning role or general labor role, what we like to look at is a combination score of customer service, lead technician, and general labor. General labor, obviously, because this is a field worker position, and the general labor score tests their ability to pretty much follow basic directions. Now, we also care about the lead technician because we want to see this candidate be a really well-rounded individual, and we want to see them thrive and grow in your team. So we're testing them for some leadership traits as well. And then lastly, and I think probably maybe the most important, is the customer service skills. So it's really hard to teach customer service to people. You can teach how to do the actual thing, but customer service and personality traits are hard to teach. So we're testing for this, and we want them to just provide amazing experience for your company. So if they score high enough between the three scores, what happens then is we have a full team of recruiters that will schedule and do interviews on your behalf. And these interviews are the same interviews that we used to do for our company. So they're not just basic phone screening questions. They're pretty in-depth interviews, and we record these interviews and put them in your database as well, so you can have access to all of these, and you can skip a big majority of the legwork of scheduling an interview and doing the interview. I can't tell you how many times I got so frustrated because I would carve out my schedule and organize my day to meet with candidates, and then they never show up. And it's just a huge waste of my time that's already limited. And so we needed a better solution. And so we hired and trained a bunch of full-time recruiters, and their job is to, one, provide customer service or candidate service to all your candidates applying to you, and to schedule interviews and do the interviews. So these recorded interviews go here. They look like this. If this loads here, and they'll do a full interview with the candidates. They'll record them and upload them here. And because our recruiters are probably the most qualified to make good judgment calls about candidates because they see so many every day, they'll provide recommendations on which candidates they think would be best for you. And they'll mark them in the hiring status here as either do not move forward, saying that this person interviewed, they passed all the qualifications, they did the interview, but they did not think it would be a good fit for you. Or they'll recommend that this person is ready to hire, and they'll mark them as ready to hire. What this does is when you're ready to hire, what you get is the final deliverable, and I get a couple of these every day, is an email from us that says new candidate ready to hire. And what this does is it will send you the candidate's name, number, contact info. So all the important info at a glance and the interview. And so now all I have to do as the hiring manager at the company is if I'm in need of an employee, all I have to do is go to these emails that are in my email, and I click these, and I watch these at 1.5 times speed. And I can make a judgment based off that person. If I like what I'm hearing in the interview, and then I go to their link, their Airtable, and I can pull them up here, I can see all the information I need to make a good judgment. And then typically what I do after I watch the interview is I call the candidate up. I ask them a couple of screening questions just to make sure that I have the stuff that I need to make an informed decision. and I offered them a job. So this process has really taken the 2 weeks or 3 weeks that it takes to send someone through a hiring process and condense it down into probably 24 to 48 hours. So that's what Home Service Helpers is. It's a tool to help you stay fully staffed with the best candidates possible. We do not skimp out on the process of screening potential candidates. We want to provide just really high quality candidates, and the systems work so great so far with producing top notch people that have come into our company. And we're excited that we get to share this with you. So if you think this is helpful in any way, feel free to schedule a good fit call by going to www.homeservicehelpers.com and clicking learn more. And there you can schedule your good fit call, and we can go into exactly how we can help you automate and produce great candidates for your home service business.